What's up YouTube, and welcome to another more creative deck concept that was suggested by me by longtime viewer Sorcerer Man, who said this list apparently did pretty well on the Asian servers. And I can definitely tell why. Even though on first sight the list looks a bit random, you can immediately see that it has a lot of optionality and a lot of skill agency. So even though most of the cards in this deck are pretty cheap, this in reality is more of an out-control and out-grind deck. And first of all, our greatest tool of removing our opponent's win conditions effectively are aloof travelers to snipe them out of the hand, or mini-morph them once they hit the board, or of course right off negate a big spell like Feel the Rush or whatever currently runs around. The true value engine that will make us go over the top of our opponent will be Curious Shellfolk, but I'll explain the rest of the deck first, and that is all of these very cheap cards here. Now, I altered the original list slightly. I tacked in 2 Otter Posts, just a very well-statted unit, basically 0 mana cost, and of course the prank you get is super synergistic with Shellfolk later. We play Akshan, again a great versatility tool and very stable on the board overall. The other champion here is Zilean. Time bombs are amazing in this for board control, and we play an insane amount of predicts to find them consistently. Also, Zilean can be a win condition on his own. Once he levels, he pretty much outvalues everything. Conchologist can find us whatever we currently need in that matchup, either removal like Pokestick or Right of the Arcane, more predict cards, more manifest cards like Trinket Trade, just a great versatility tool. And of course, if you have Shellfolk on board, Conchologist on his own is already insane. More Vagabonds here for the consistent action landmark, and of course to basically level our action in deck if we don't have him in the early opening hand. But now let's look at the spells and see why this deck really separates us. I already talked about Minimorph and Rite of Negation. Quicksand, another good stalling tool, remove something like Overwhelm from a Scion, at least delay your opponent's attacks by quite a bit. And Scrying Sands has a similar idea. You often bank 1 mana, you pretty much always bank 1 mana in turn 1 with this deck, and therefore you can already get value trades on the board as soon as turn 2 with the Akshan or Conchologist on the board. Besides that, we play Pokestick as removal and Ruthless Predator. I still really like the card in the deck, thinking about adding a second copy, but we also sometimes find removal off of Conchologist and Trinket Trade, so we're not that desperate for it. Now, some of the more interesting cards you might have already noticed, one is Ruinous Path, and that's a great way of beating aggro decks. Keep in mind that once we have the Shellfolk on the board, we can basically get multiple lots, tons, sometimes even infinite copies of certain cards. For example, with a card like Feral Prescience, we play against burn aggro, we just predict a Ruinous Path. We get one for 1 mana, we draw another one for 2 mana, and we keep on healing over and over again. We can find more stuff with Trinket Trades and so on. We have tons of predicts in this deck, tons of very cheap predicts as well. That means even on the turn we play the Shellfolk, if it gets removed immediately, we can usually still get a couple of these off or play multiple Trinket Trades. And yeah, that's basically the idea. Find whatever you need for the current matchup. And that's what also makes this deck deceptively hard to play, because you need some serious matchup knowledge. You need to know what current answers you need for whatever your opponent might be holding or might be wanting to play or currently has on the board. But if you did do your homework and put a little bit of thought into it, then this deck is very rewarding to play. It's very fun to play and has insane skill agency. This really feels like you can completely outplay your opponent and outgrind them. And with that being said, of course, I have a bunch of lovely gameplay examples for you guys. Enjoy.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Have a Shellfolk on board, then have Warlord's Horde trigger and get the discount. I feel like this is a really bad matchup. For some weird reason. Look for Zilean or Akshan. Aloof and Shellfolk are both okay. Aloof is really good actually in this matchup. I mean, we got some stalling tools in hand now. It's nothing proactive.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Mana efficiency, right?
Nothing. L, that's not ours.
Let's go.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Trundle turn. Let's swing first.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Ooh, I think I should take this opportunity to pick aloof, to be honest.
Now, when am I?
Greed'll turn any man into a monster.
If he passes, I'll probably click end round.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Ooh, I can pokey stick my own units to advance. Just thinking if I want to make him poke first.
That golden rock looked amazing on you.
Sonny, saying English. Sonny, thank you so much for the tier 1. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed playing that Malphite deck. And it does feel much better if that Malphite is golden. Gives you the extra couple of style points, right? So my idea here is playing Pokestick first to increase the odds of hitting another Fielder Rush. But if I poke this, also give my opponent better avalanches or ravines.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
It's okay. FTR would have been better.
Safeguard our homes. What now?
Just kill me.
Alert the village.
Some AoE effect is gonna come in, and then I can Pokestick play Akshan probably. Okay. Not against this AoE effect. How bad do I want... I can play Akshan and play Ruthless Predator to immediately level him. I think I like it.
We'll see which one of us is stronger, Akshan.
Have we met?
Wipe it off.
Could be another box. I mean, this is... we can stall forever. We can control forever here. Gonna be an interesting one. The aloof is more likely to survive this. My opponent's gonna be inclined to Vile Feast Akshan again. So this would be more damage. So then we shuffle bombs first and then play Relic of Power. See? 2 extra damage pushed right here. Yo, Sonny, I saw... What was it? I think I saw a tweet. Overslept Seasonless or something? Was that you, Sonny? Doesn't matter, right? We're playing this for a draw anyway.
Depending on me.
Could be Shellfolk time. Bomb is juicy here. It's not amazing. We do really need some proper draws. For some reason I like Bomb more. I really want to see that leveled Zilean. Not the worst. Shellfolk predict to draw is nice. Yeah, for sure. I'm just worried about, like, the thing is if we predict the Shellfolk here, my opponent open passes this turn, we don't really have plays. Because of the ruination threat. Whereas if I play the bomb, I'm very likely to draw something that will force my opponent to do stuff. Kek W. Do we predict first? I don't think so.
Should be now.
You Sans Zilean? We can't Sans Zilean. Sans would only predict.
History is whatever. Hey, wake up, you hammer!
Some pretty good tempo. Okay, another wave probably. I feel like greeting Akshan. What could possibly go wrong here?
Good from bad. My blade grows restless.
He just played an 8 mana 3/3. What a rookie mistake.
Try me.
Ooh. Dodge the aloof. That is the very last Trynda, so my opponent still has 3 Trundles left and probably 2 Field Rushes after that. Okay, this Zilean is gonna level very quickly. Oh, it's probably better to play aloof there, since we're going for the open attack anyways. Probably not finishing the game this turn, but we're setting it up for next turn. Keep in mind our opponent was setting up a whale for a while.
Didn't warm up.
Warm hots and hot soup.
Time for some bombs.
Now, when am I?
And if we level Zilean here and he draws, he gives us more aloofs, this is gonna be such a Let's go. Time bomb! Ah, good enough. We take those. And out-controlling a full-on control deck is... It's quite a sight to behold.
Oh, come now. Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Wow. The backup?
Accelerate the outcome.
Man, this is almost a bit too unfair.
No, a shell is not a toy.
We didn't even see our full powers yet.
Well, of course.
Maybe. Here it might come in handy. Pretty good opener all around. A Loof would be big and Zilean would be big.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
In and out.
Come, stay a while.
Akshan value. It's either Mystic Shot or Thermo Beam.
Oh, come now.
Probably Mystic Shot. Okay.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
Ah, Vile Feast.
Now enjoy.
Okay, I'm confused.
Villains beware.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Bye, Ledros.
Can a spirit fight to the death?
It's good.
Very soon. Tilt over enforcer on the scene. Hot shit trouble coming at ya. Scum.
Opponent's deck should be low on pings. Now the question is if I play Zilean here, and I think I do. So Akshan gets a Horde rolling immediately. I think it's Prescience though, and look for Time Bombs. I think this is just second Shellfolk. This one isn't going very far. mini-morphs? How good is spamming mini-morphs? Time Bomb is the more intuitive one, but like getting multiple mini-morphs is also really, really good here. How good is mini-morphing this Vi? My opponent really struggled to remove Akshan early on. I don't want to Shellfolk into 7 mana. We saw our opponent plays Vengeance. It's perfect Thermal Beam. Okay, I gotta at least contest it. Unlucky. Would have needed the Scrying Sands 1 draw earlier.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
Not enough Shellfolk value yet, right? Not quite sure.
Here comes Piltover's finest. Oh, stop.
Okay, so we need a blocker for Destinator. And we gotta hope our opponent doesn't hold the second Ledros. All 3 of these are not very good. Okay, looks like they don't have it. I like to keep Ruinous Path until after. Ledros gets dropped, but... I mean, Ledros would have kind of been a no-brainer open play here. I don't think they have it. Only question is if they have something like Vi that they're keeping back. So I'm not getting Ruinous Path anytime soon in a different way. I like using my mana here. My opponent's hand is probably filled with removals, so I don't want to play Shellfolk. They can't play the rest. Okay, next turn's a Shellfolk turn. Ooh, definitely a Shellfolk turn. Okay. Maybe I should look for a mini-morph. Well, I can delay that to next turn. Don't need mini-morph right now. I have okay odds of yoinking some healing from my opponent's hand, actually. I think Otter Pose is really good. Or Can I make Atron playable? Or box group shot, actually. I mean, I can't make it unplayable, that's an issue. Ooh, but I have Scrying Sands. I think Atro is the way to go. Oh, 5, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, I need to hurry up a bit. Alright, we're Gucci. We are chillin'. More otter pie? Oh, that's brave. Oh, they want to remove Shellfolk next turn, I get it. Ooh, more Ruinous Paths is also spicy, it's very close to lethal. But I don't have a Fearsome blocker right now, that's an issue. Hand space, right? I think I need to play group shot this round. So with Quicksand I can prove... Oh, that's a perfect draw. Also getting rid of the Atro. Quicksand block with Otterpus, I think. Could just Absolver here. Quicksand's probably too valuable for later to counter their Atro. I'm not even sure if I want to aloof. That's good for a Violator. And Ron's fine. Kinda like setting up an open attack though. Tentacles is so evil here, holy crap. Rite of Calling is good as well. I think I like Tentacles more. Okay, Minimorph's pretty good here though. Just Minimorph end round. Opponent can't really do anything here. I will do stuff with my mana later on. I probably play the second time bomb. Out-controlled. Oh, they still had a chance. I got a bit surprised there. This should be a very scuffed matchup. Unless we Shellfolk a bunch of Minimorphs. So Elise is nuts again. I don't even know about Shellfolk in the early game. The starting hand. It's a Shellfolk deck. Let's keep her. Alright, we'll need insane amounts of Elise and Minimorphs. Apologies to block Greenglade. We have Scrying Sands.
Wondrous discoveries await below. Easy does it.
This plays so much into Time Bomb. I wish I would have found it. I want to take all of the power off of the board before opponent plays Viego. Really? I think that's gonna go through. Ah, there we go. No more tokens for Viego to work with. I'll try to protect my guy. Maybe look for a second... Like, finding a second landmark is huge here. I'm playing Scrying Sands, right? So I might go Vagabond into Sands. Ah, but I want to find the landmark this turn and play it ideally. Maybe open up with Scrying Sands. It's not good.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
I do this for her, for us.
I don't know if I can protect my guy right now. Need to find another Scrying Sands or something like Quicksand. Ooh, does not respect the Zilean. Let's go. Wow, Shaped Stone is nutty here. Shaped Stone is so crazy nuts here, it's amazing. The Viego dies to this onslaught anyway, so no reason for me to overcommit. I think I don't want to show the bombs yet. Wait for my opponent to play Hydra Vine. So many resources invested. I love this. This is so good for us. Bye bye, Viego. Okay, damn. That actually claps me. Went pretty hard on that Zilean. It does level up this round. Not that it matters too much. Would have been huge to get these shaped stones and so on again.
Time waits for no one. No one.
So much value in hand though? Yeah, that's true. And I mean, the next Zilean we get is still gonna be amazing. We could play Vagabond. No, it's just Shellfolk. Our opponent's down to 2 cards in hand because we shut down their glimpse. Out-controlled. Mini-morph the mist with that make that mark fizzle. Yes, but we didn't have mana. We were on 5. If I recall correctly, or like 3. GG.